Hey, you. Finally. I was starting to think you weren't going to make it. Come on, the water's perfect. I've been keeping your spot warm. Okay, that's a lie. The hot tub's doing all the work. But I did save you the best seat, right here, next to me. There you go. Careful, it's hotter than you think. See? Told you. Perfect temperature. God, I needed this. I feel like it's been forever since we just hung out like this, you know? Just us. No plans, no other people, no distractions. Just you and me, and this ridiculously expensive hot tub that my parents never use. Seriously, they bought this thing 2 years ago. I think they've used it maybe 3 times. Meanwhile, I'm out here almost every night during summer. But hey, their loss, our gain, right? Look up. Look at those stars. They're so clear tonight. I don't think I've seen them this bright in weeks. It's that time of year, I guess, when the air gets cooler and everything just feels sharper, clearer, like the whole world is in focus. You ever notice that? How summer nights have this hazy, dreamy quality, but once fall starts creeping in, everything feels more real somehow. I don't know, maybe I'm being weird. Actually, you know what? I'm always weird. You should be used to it by now. How many years have we been friends? Like, what, 8 years? 9? Since middle school, when you transferred in halfway through 7th grade and had no idea where the cafeteria was. And I found you wandering the hallways looking completely lost. You were so nervous. I remember. You kept adjusting your backpack straps like they were the most important thing in the world. And I just walked up and said, "You look like you need a tour guide." And you looked at me like I'd just offered you a life raft. God, we were so young. And now look at us, sitting in a hot tub at midnight, talking about stars and, I don't know, the nature of reality or whatever. Very mature, very grown up. But seriously, I'm really glad you came over tonight. I know it was kind of last minute, me texting you at like 10 p.m., saying, "Get over here right now, I'm lonely." Which, okay, sounded a little dramatic in hindsight. But you came anyway, because you always do. That's one of the things I love about you. You just show up, you know? Like, I can count on you for anything, and you never make me feel bad about it. Even when I'm being ridiculous and needy and demanding your presence at unreasonable hours. You're always there. The water feels so good, doesn't it? That perfect kind of hot where it's almost too much. But then your body adjusts and it's just exactly right. I could stay here for hours. Actually, I have stayed here for hours. Multiple times. There was that one night last month when I literally fell asleep out here and woke up at like 4 a.m. completely pruned. Not my finest moment. But there's something about it, you know? The heat, the water, the way everything just feels so held. Like the hot tub is giving you a hug. Is that weird that I personify my hot tub? Don't answer that. I already know I'm weird. So, how have you been? Like, really? I feel like we haven't had a proper conversation in weeks. We've texted, sure, and we hung out at that party last weekend, but that doesn't count. There were too many people, too much noise. I hate trying to have real conversations at parties. You end up just shouting surface-level stuff at each other. This is better. This is what I needed. Just us, talking, like we used to. Do you remember when we used to stay up all night just talking about everything and nothing? Like sophomore year, when we'd sneak out and meet at that park and just sit on the swings until the sun came up. We'd talk about our dreams, our fears, stupid hypothetical questions like, would you rather fight 1 horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? And we'd laugh until our stomachs hurt, and then get serious again and share things we'd never told anyone else. I miss that. I miss how easy it was to just be with you. Not that it's hard now, it's not, but life got busier. We got busier. And somewhere along the way, we stopped making time for those 3 a.m. conversations. But tonight feels like that, doesn't it? Like we're back in those moments when nothing else mattered except whatever we were talking about. I love that feeling. Hey, can I ask you something? Have you ever felt like time is moving too fast? Like you look around and suddenly everyone is graduating, getting jobs, moving away, starting their lives. And you're just standing there thinking, wait, when did this happen? I've been feeling that a lot lately. This weird sense of urgency, I guess. Like, if I don't figure things out soon, if I don't say the things I need to say or do the things I need to do, I'm going to miss my chance. Does that make sense? Or am I just spiraling because it's late and I'm in my feelings? Probably a little bit of both. But seriously, I think about it sometimes, about how much things have changed and how much they're going to keep changing. And it kind of scares me. Not in a bad way, just in that way where you realize you can't freeze time. You can't keep things exactly as they are forever. Even the things you want to hold on to. God, sorry. I'm being all melancholy and philosophical. This is what happens when you put me in a hot tub under the stars. I turn into some kind of wannabe poet. But you don't mind, do you? You never mind when I get like this. That's another thing I love about you. You let me be whatever version of myself I need to be in the moment. Silly, serious, sad, excited, whatever. You just accept it. Accept me. Not everyone does that, you know? Actually, that's not true. I'm sure plenty of people would accept me if I let them. But with you, it's different. With you, I don't have to try. I don't have to filter myself or worry about being too much or not enough. I just am. And you're okay with that. More than okay. You actually seem to like it. Like me. Sorry, I'm rambling. I do that when I'm nervous. Wait, why am I nervous? That's a good question, isn't it? Maybe it's because I asked you to come over so late, and now I'm sitting here realizing I don't actually have a good reason. I just wanted to see you. Wanted to talk to you. Is that weird? Don't answer that either. I'm on a roll with the rhetorical questions tonight. You know what I was thinking about earlier, before you got here? I was thinking about that time we drove out to the lake, junior year, right after you got your license. And we packed a terrible picnic. Like, we literally brought a bag of chips and some warm soda. Gourmet dining at its finest. But we stayed there until sunset, just sitting on the hood of your car, watching the water. And you told me about that fight you'd had with your parents, and how you felt like they didn't understand you. And I told you about how scared I was about the future, about not knowing what I wanted to do with my life. And we just sat there, in comfortable silence, knowing we didn't have to fix anything. We just had to be there. I think about that day a lot, about how easy it was to just exist next to you, without needing to fill every silence, without feeling like I had to be entertaining or interesting. Just being. And I remember looking over at you at some point during that sunset and thinking, thinking something I'd been trying not to think for a while. Something I'd been pushing down every time it tried to surface, because I was scared. Scared of what it meant. Scared of what it might do to us. I'm doing it again, aren't I? Being all cryptic and vague. Sorry, I'm not trying to be mysterious. I'm just trying to figure out how to say something. And I'm not very good at it, apparently. You know what's funny? We've been friends for almost a decade, and I can talk to you about literally anything. Every embarrassing moment, every weird thought, every stupid fear. But there's this one thing, this one specific thing that I can never quite find the words for. And it's been sitting in my chest for so long now, getting heavier and heavier, until I feel like I might actually explode if I don't just... Okay, you know what? I'm going to stop dancing around it. I'm going to stop being cryptic and weird and just say what I need to say. But first, can you look at me? Yeah, like that. God, your eyes are so... Sorry, that's not what I was going to say. Okay, here goes. I've been thinking about us a lot lately. About our friendship, about how long we've known each other, about all the memories we've made, and about how much you mean to me, which I know I've said before. I know you know that you're important to me, but it's more than that. It's more than just you're important to me as a friend. It's, God, why is this so hard to say? Okay, let me try again. Do you remember a few months ago when we were at that coffee shop and that girl came up to you and started flirting, and you were all flustered and polite because you're you and you don't know how to tell someone you're not interested without feeling bad about it? And I sat there watching, and I felt this weird tightness in my chest, like something was squeezing my heart. And I told myself it was because I was worried she was making you uncomfortable, that I was just being protective, like a good friend should be. But that wasn't it, was it? I was jealous. I was sitting there, watching this random girl flirt with you, and I was jealous. Because I wanted to be the one making you blush. I wanted to be the one you were looking at like that. And that's when I realized, that's when I finally admitted to myself what I'd been denying for, I don't even know how long. I have feelings for you. Real, complicated, terrifying feelings. And I've been trying to push them down, trying to convince myself that they'll go away if I just ignore them. But they haven't. They've only gotten stronger. Every time we hang out, every time you text me something stupid that makes me laugh, every time you show up when I need you, I fall a little bit more. And I'm scared. I'm so scared. Because you're my best friend. You're the most important person in my life. And the thought of ruining that, the thought of saying something and having everything change between us, it terrifies me. But I'm more scared of never telling you, of spending the rest of my life wondering, what if? What if I'd been brave enough to say something? What if you felt the same way? What if we could be more than just friends? So that's what I'm doing right now, in this hot tub at midnight. I'm being brave. I'm telling you the truth. I'm in love with you. I'm in love with my best friend, and I have been for a long time. And I don't know what you're going to say. I don't know if this changes everything or ruins everything but I needed you to know. I needed to stop pretending, stop hiding, Stop acting like this friendship is enough when I want so much more. So, yeah, that's it. That's what I've been trying to say all night. I'm in love with you, and I really, really hope you don't hate me for it. You're just staring at me, and I can't tell if that's good or bad. This is the part where you're supposed to say something, anything, even if it's just, wow, this is awkward, or I need to leave now. Just please say something, because my heart is beating so fast right now, I think it might actually burst out of my chest. I know this is a lot. I know I just dropped this huge confession on you out of nowhere. Well, not nowhere. I've been building up to it all night, but still, I'm sure it feels sudden. And you probably need time to process. But I couldn't keep it in anymore. Every time I'm around you, I feel like I'm pretending that I don't notice the way you smile when you're talking about something you love. Pretending that my stomach doesn't flip when you laugh at one of my stupid jokes. Pretending that I don't think about you constantly, what you're doing, if you're thinking about me too. Pretending that I don't want to reach out and touch you, hold your hand, kiss you. And tonight, sitting here with you under these stars, in this perfect moment, I just couldn't pretend anymore. So I told you the truth. And now I'm just waiting, hoping, praying that I didn't just destroy the best thing in my life. Wait, did you just say, oh my God, you feel the same way? You've been wanting to tell me too? I can't believe this. I've been torturing myself for months, thinking you only saw me as a friend, thinking I was going to ruin everything. And you've been feeling the same way this whole time. We're both idiots. You know that, right? Two complete idiots sitting on our feelings, too scared to say anything. God, we could have been doing this so much sooner. Doing what, you ask? Well, I don't know. Being honest, being together, being more than just friends who are secretly in love with each other. Can I move closer? Yeah? Okay. There, that's better. I can see you better now, even in the dark. The way the moonlight hits your face, the way the water reflects in your eyes. You're so beautiful. Did you know that? I've thought that for years, but I could never say it. Not the way I wanted to. Not the way that meant, I think you're beautiful and I'm completely gone for you. But now I can say it. Now I can tell you all the things I've been keeping inside. Like how much I love the sound of your laugh. The real one, not the polite one you use for other people. The one that's loud and unfiltered and completely genuine. Or how I love the way you get so focused when you're working on something you care about, like the whole world disappears. Or how you always remember little things I mentioned once in passing, and you bring them up weeks later like they mattered to you too. Because they did, didn't they? You've been paying attention this whole time, just like I have. We've both been learning each other, memorizing each other, falling for each other, without ever admitting it. What a pair we are. But we're figuring it out now, aren't we? We're finally on the same page, finally brave enough to say what we've been feeling. So, what happens now? Do we just keep sitting here, letting this sink in? Or do we, I don't know, make out in the hot tub like teenagers? Sorry, that was supposed to be a joke, but honestly, I wouldn't be opposed. I've thought about kissing you so many times, wondered what it would feel like if your lips are as soft as they look, if you'd kiss me slow and gentle, or if you'd surprise me. God, I can't believe I just said that out loud. But I guess we're past the point of holding back now, aren't we? We've already confessed our feelings. Might as well be honest about everything else. You can move closer too, you know. I don't bite. Well, not unless you want me to. Okay, now I'm just being ridiculous. But seriously, come here. Let me just... There. Hi. This is surreal, isn't it? 5 minutes ago, I was panicking about ruining our friendship, and now you're right here, looking at me like that, and I don't even have words. Actually, that's a lie. I have a million words. I want to tell you everything, every thought I've ever had about you, every moment I've replayed in my mind, every time I almost said something but chickened out. But maybe we don't need words right now. Maybe we just need this closeness, this new understanding between us. Is this okay? Being this close, holding your hand under the water? Your hand fits perfectly in mine. Did you notice that? Like they were made to hold each other. I know that sounds cheesy, but I don't care. I'm allowed to be cheesy now. We're together. I can say all the romantic, sappy things I've been thinking for years. You're going to get so sick of me. Actually, I hope you don't. I hope you never get sick of me being in love with you, because I plan on doing it for a very long time. Is that okay? Can I be in love with you for a long time? You're nodding and smiling, and I think my heart just grew 3 sizes. Like the Grinch, but in reverse, because I'm full of love instead of hate. God, that was a terrible analogy. See, this is what you're signing up for. Bad jokes and weird metaphors and me being completely hopeless. But you don't seem to mind. You're still here, still holding my hand, still looking at me like I'm something special. I don't deserve you. You know that, right? You're too good, too patient, too perfect. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try to be worthy of this, of you, of us. I'm going to be the best girlfriend you've ever had. I mean, I'm assuming I'm your girlfriend now, right? We confessed our feelings. We're holding hands. I feel like that makes it official. Unless you need me to ask properly. Do you want to be my boyfriend? Will you let me take you on dates and kiss you goodnight and introduce you as mine? Because I really want to do all of those things. I want to hold your hand in public. I want to fall asleep on your shoulder during movies. I want to text you good morning every day and hear about your boring work stories and cook you dinner even though I'm terrible at it. I want all the mundane, everyday, normal relationship things, but with you, so they won't be boring at all. They'll be perfect, because you'll be there. Listen to me, already planning our future together. I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? We've been officially together for like 5 minutes, and I'm already thinking about our whole lives. But I can't help it. When I think about my future, you're always in it. You have been for a long time. Even when I was trying to convince myself we were just friends, I'd imagine my life 10 years from now, and you'd be there. In every version, every scenario, you were always there. And now I don't have to imagine anymore. Now I can actually plan for it, hope for it, work toward it. God, I'm so happy right now. I didn't think I could feel this happy, this light, this complete. But here I am, sitting in a hot tub with my best friend who just became my boyfriend. And I feel like I could float away. You make me feel like I could float away. Can I tell you something else? Something I've never told anyone? When I was younger, I used to think love was supposed to be this big, dramatic, overwhelming thing, like in movies, where people meet and there's instant chemistry and everything is intense and passionate. And I thought that's what I wanted, what I was waiting for. But then I met you, and it wasn't like that at all. It was quiet, gradual, comfortable. It was laughing at inside jokes and comfortable silences, and knowing each other so well we could communicate without words. It was trust and safety, and feeling like I could be my whole self without fear. And somewhere along the way, I realized that's what love actually is. Not the big dramatic gestures, but the small, everyday moments. The way you remember how I like my coffee. The way you text me random things throughout the day. The way you show up when I need you. That's love. And I didn't even realize I was falling into it until I was already completely submerged. Just like this hot tub. I stepped in carefully, and suddenly I was surrounded by warmth. And now I don't want to get out. I want to stay here, in this feeling, with you, forever. Is that too much? Am I being too intense? You can tell me if I am. I won't be offended. Okay, I might be a little offended, but I'll get over it. But seriously, if this is too much too fast, we can slow down. We can take our time figuring this out. There's no rush, right? We have all the time in the world. Or at least, I hope we do. I hope this is just the beginning, not some fleeting moment that disappears with the morning. Promise me something. Promise me that tomorrow, when we wake up and the sun is shining and reality sets, back in, this will still be real. That you won't change your mind. That you won't decide this was a mistake. That we'll still be us, but better, closer, more. Can you promise me that? You're squeezing my hand and nodding, and I think that's the best answer I could have asked for. Thank you for not running away, for feeling the same way, for being brave enough to admit it. Thank you for being you, and for letting me be me, and for wanting this as much as I do. I don't know what I did to deserve you, but I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to be grateful and try my best to make you happy every single day. You know what's funny? I was so nervous before you got here tonight. I kept rehearsing what I was going to say, how I was going to tell you, trying to plan the perfect moment. And then you showed up, and all my plans went out the window. I just started talking, rambling, letting my thoughts spill out without a filter. And somehow, it worked. Somehow, this messy, unplanned confession was exactly what needed to happen. Maybe because it was real and honest and completely me. And you accepted it, accepted me, loved me back. I could cry right now, you know that? Happy tears. Don't worry, I'm not sad. I'm the opposite of sad. I'm so full of joy, I don't know what to do with it. So I'm just going to sit here with you and let it wash over me. Let this perfect moment stretch as long as it can. Because this is everything I've ever wanted. The water's getting cooler, isn't it? Or maybe we've just been in here so long our bodies have adjusted. We should probably get out soon, before we turn into prunes. But I don't want to. I don't want this night to end. I know it has to. I know the sun will come up eventually, and we'll have to go back to our normal lives. But right now, in this moment, I just want to stay. Can we stay just a little longer? Just 5 more minutes? Okay, maybe 10. Fine, we'll stay as long as you want. I'm not the boss of you. Actually, that's not true. I'm totally the boss of you now. That's how relationships work, right? I get to boss you around and you have to do whatever I say? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We're equals, partners, a team. But if I ever do need to boss you around, you'll let me, right? Okay, I'll stop teasing. Come here, closer. I just want to hold you like this for a little while longer. Feel your warmth, your heartbeat. Know that this is real. You know what? I think I could get used to this, to being yours and you being mine, to not having to hide how I feel anymore. It feels like I can finally breathe, like I've been holding my breath for years and I can finally let it out. Thank you for tonight, for listening, for loving me back. We should probably head inside soon. It's getting late. But tomorrow I get to wake up knowing you're mine. And that's the best feeling in the world. Sweet dreams, boyfriend. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Good night.